Tomorrow I have a colonoscopy scheduled, 1 p.m. Today is the day of my prep. The doctor gave me a choice of drinking a liquid or taking these horse pills, and I mean they're horse pills. If you're doing an upcoming colonoscopy and you're trying to decide between taking these giant horse pills or drinking the liquid for the prep, watch this video to the end, because I'm prepping today for tomorrow's colonoscopy. And maybe my experience will help you. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you my own personal experience with getting a colonoscopy. So I'll tell you the story. I'll make it short, because who wants to hear about colonoscopies anyway? It's been 8 years since my last colonoscopy. For some reason, I thought I had a colonoscopy 5 years ago. I just got confused. So I thought, okay, because the doctor wrote repeat in 5 years on the chart. But as it turns out, when I dug a little deeper, actually I did the colonoscopy 8 years ago. So I'm 3 years overdue. And when I had my last colonoscopy, the doctor said, all clear, no polyps, everything looked good. I was sitting in his office, talking to him face to face. I said to him, so when should I repeat this? He says, whenever. 10 years? I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds good. Then later, when I looked back in the patient portal, it said repeat in 5 years. So I don't know why he verbally told me 10, but he wrote 5. I have had polyps in the past on past colonoscopies. I don't remember how long ago, but on prior colonoscopies, I have had polyps, small polyps. And on one occasion, one of them was what they call like a precancerous one. Like, it wasn't cancer or anything like that, but it was the type of polyp that can become cancer, but very small. So maybe that's why he said do it again in 5 years. Who's calling me during a video? How rude. That's annoying. We're not going to answer that. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was the prep. In 2 hours, I'm starting, I don't know if you could see this, because this camera, it's got face tracking on. I'm starting on something called tabs. These things are huge. They're the size of horse pills. Let me see if I can do this, because I'm hand holding everything. I'm gonna try to show you what one looks like per se, so you could see it. Watch me drop them all over the floor here, and then I can't do the colonoscopy, which wouldn't be a bad idea. These are pretty big. Let me see if I can hold it up correctly. These are huge. And you know, if it was 1 or 2 pills, it wouldn't be a problem. I have to take 24 of these suckers with a ton of water. I really need to read the directions again, but it's like, what I have to do is at 5 o'clock, I have to take the first bottle over the course of 1 hour. Take a pill and then drink, like, I think 16 ounces of water. 10 minutes later, another pill, another cup of water, and so on until I'm through with all 12 of them. And then shortly thereafter, I'll be preoccupied in the toilet, the loo, the john, whatever terminology you like to use, depending on what part of the globe you're in. So I'm really concerned about it because I tend to get nauseous very easily. It doesn't take much to get me nauseous. In fact, I'm nauseous now. I haven't eaten. This morning they said I could have a light breakfast, so I had 2 fried eggs and an English muffin. Hopefully that's considered light. But I haven't really eaten since then. I'm hungry. I'm starting to get cranky. I'm getting a headache. And I thought, well, we might as well do a YouTube video. But, so I have to take these pills. I did ask the doctor for some anti-nausea meds. She gave me like 3 pills, 3 anti-nausea pills. She said only take it if you need it. So I have to take, I'm going to take an anti-nausea before I start these. But I'm on Reddit a lot, which I probably shouldn't be doing. And I'm reading about, you know, people saying they were puking, they threw up, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, taking the pills without, I lost my train of thought there. I still think it's better to take the pills than it is to do the drink. Because every other colonoscopy I've ever had in my life, I've had to do that salty, horrible, disgusting drink. I forget what they call it. I don't know. It's just horrible. You mix it with Gatorade. No matter what you mix it with, it just tastes disgusting. So every time I've done a colonoscopy, I've done that, and that's made me puke. So I'm shooting for the pills. I have a lot of anxiety about this, and I'm really worried about tomorrow. I stupidly set up the colonoscopy for 1 p.m. I don't know why I did that. I should have made it 7 in the morning, get it over with. But I did it. It's 1 p.m. tomorrow. Hopefully all goes well. I'm going to come back here I'm going to break here. Don't go anywhere. This is all one video. I'm going to break here now, and I'm going to be back after I take the 12 pills. Okay, I just finished the first dose of pills about 10 minutes ago. I'm in the car because some idiot's mowing the lawn or cutting the grass at 5 o'clock on a Sunday. Anyway, the pills went down okay, even though they were big. I just, you know, I got 12 down like in 2 minutes. I feel okay. I feel a little bloated. I think that's from drinking the 16 ounces of water in like, 5 minutes time. And plus I've been drinking water all day. So, so far, so good. I'm guessing in about an hour, hour and a half, the party begins. I could follow up from the toilet, but I won't do that to you. But I am going to post a follow-up tonight. I'm just so happy and relieved that I was able to get those 12 pills down because they, at least in my mind, they looked huge. And I was worried that I was going to start getting nauseous and start gagging, and then I would be in big trouble because if I can't swallow the pills, I can't do the colonoscopy tomorrow. I do have anti-nausea pills, and I didn't take one though. I was going to take one before I took the big pills, but I decided to just try it without it. But at least I have it on hand, you know, in case I need it. If you're getting a colonoscopy, you might want to ask your doctor about an anti-nausea pill for the prep, because I used to get nauseous when I would do the drink. It was just so sour. I don't like Gatorade to begin with. You had to mix it with Gatorade. So that's what's going on so far. I will report back. I'm going to take the next dose at 5 a.m. And depending on how I feel, I'll do a follow-up video to the, you know, it's going to be one video. I'm not going anywhere, so it'll be on here. Like the video, please, if you like it, and subscribe. It helps me out and it motivates me to keep going. Okay, to be continued. Okay, here is the outro. The deed is done. The colonoscopy is complete. I wanted to come back in this morning at 5 a.m. when I took the second dose of the prep, but I just felt too horrible to start making videos. I'll just fill you in on what happened with the overall result of those Supac. No, I'm sorry, Suprep pills. How ineffective they were for me. So I took the 12 pills yesterday, and maybe I had 3 bowel movements, and that was it. By 9 o'clock, I wasn't going to the bathroom. I wasn't. I definitely didn't have. I wasn't. It wasn't watery. I don't want to be too graphic. It was not watery as they said it should be. I went to the bathroom 3 times, and I didn't feel like I needed to go again. I went to sleep, and I slept straight through the night. I got 8 hours of sleep. You're not supposed to sleep through the night when you're doing a colonoscopy prep. I've done them before. Everyone who I know that has had a colonoscopy tells me the same story, and I'm sure you all know this too. Basically, you're up all night and you're on the toilet. So this morning I was really worried. I thought I was going to have to cancel this. I took the second dose at 6 a.m. and drank the water, did the whole routine. I really felt like I was going to vomit. That second dose really did me in. Luckily, I had an anti-nausea pill that he gave me. So I took one of those. The nausea subsided. And then at 7 a.m., I started going to the bathroom a lot. It still wasn't the clear, yellow or clear liquid that they want. But it did eventually become clear by 9 a.m. My procedure was at 1. So by 9 a.m. it was clear. By the time I left the house, it was all clear. And I stopped having to use the bathroom. And I went to the procedure. I drove myself there, and I had a friend pick me up. And it was great. It was uneventful. First colonoscopy in 8 years. The doctor said he found one small polyp that he's not concerned about. But he did mention something. He said, and I forgot what it's called. He said it's the valve at the end of the colon where the colon meets the intestine. There's a valve there. At the ileum, there's a valve where, right at the end of the colon, where it goes into I imagine, the small intestine. And he said that valve looked a little larger than normal. He says, this is his exact words. He says, I biopsied it. I think it's just fat. I'm not really worried about it. I think it's fine. And I asked him again because I got nervous when he said that. I wanted reassurance. I says, you really think that the valve, you don't think it's anything? He says, I think it's just fat. I'm not concerned about it. He said, I'll call you in about 2 days with the biopsy results. So that's it. Of course, over the next 2 days, I'm going to worry as to why this valve at the ileum is larger than it should be. Hopefully it is what he said it was, just fat. This particular doctor is very cautious. He'll look at things and see things, and other doctors might not even mention certain things. And he's very detailed and very cautious, which I guess is a good thing. But the good news is it's over. He said you don't have to repeat for 5 years, which is also good. So that's it. So, if you need a colonoscopy, the moral of the story is the prep is hell, no matter how you cut it. But get it over with, or do it, and once you're done, and you don't have to worry. I just had a huge taco dinner. I'm tired, but I'm relieved at the same time. I can't wait until I could have a glass of wine, which will be tomorrow. So that's it for now. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. This video was a one-off. I don't usually, how many times does somebody have a colonoscopy? But this was just a one-off. Basically, I have no content this week yet. And tomorrow's Tuesday, and I like to post a video on Tuesdays. So I thought I would just talk about my colonoscopy. So this week might be a little light. I might only do 2 videos instead of my usual 3. But hang in there. Good stuff is coming. All right, thanks for following along. If you have interesting colonoscopy stories, share them. I'd love to read them. Until next time, peace.